Hey guys, welcome back to episode 7 of Civilization 5, Nebuchadnezzar 2. I know it's Nebuchadnezzar, I like to pronounce it like Nebuchadnezzar sometimes, just for the kicks. We are looking at the stats here. We're obviously number 1 in the world when it comes to literacy, because we are just freaking trucks. Population, Gandhi is beating us down. Apparently crop yield, Gandhi also has the best. So Gandhi is slowly becoming a problem, I suppose, for us. Let's just take a look here at Gandhi's little country over here. It says he's got a higher crop yield than us. So I'm going to assume almost all of this is farmland. We have not been on Gandhi's land for a while, so actually none of this appears very, I don't know, urbanized, I suppose. If you see right here, right next to his capital city, he happens to be on uranium, which is just highly unfortunate, because Gandhi actually, I don't know if you guys know this, back in Civilization 1, the programmers, when they were assigning Gandhi's attributes, I guess, his parameters for how the AI should work, what they did was, they were supposed to give him a 2 out of 10 for nuclear, I guess, want, I suppose, how much he wants to build nuclear weapons. But they by accidentally hit the 1 key before that. They ended up giving him a 12 out of 10 for nuclear want, and the fans loved that so much because they thought it was hilarious that they've kept it in since now. So Gandhi's actually a nuclear warlord in every single civilization, which just makes the fact that his city is right next to some uranium kind of unfortunate. And I use that very lightly. We're going to continue here. Let's just quickly look at how we're doing. We got this huge army right here, stationed right next to all these primitive units. Our army is in the modern era, I suppose you could say. Modern slash, like modern, like 2000s modern. And these guys over here, I believe Gandhi has something like early 20th century technology. So he's got artillery units. He's got anti-tank. He's not up to par with us. Nobody is quite up to par with us. We have the most advanced military in the world. But not the largest, but definitely the most advanced. Gandhi has, well, or will have very soon, nuclear weapons. He has the Manhattan Project rolling. I'll assume he has money to just buy nukes flat out. So he probably has nuclear weapons. So it's going to be really interesting when we go to war to him. What I'm thinking is that we'll conquer Raman Kayag first. And then when we decide to go to war with Gandhi, we'll make sure that we have A-bombs by then. So we can effectively counter his A-bombs when he moves them into nearby cities. We can bomb his A-bombs, I suppose. You can actually win nuclear war in Civilization because there aren't an extremely large number of nukes. You can actually terminate all your enemy's nukes before they hit you with any of them. I've seen it done before in Civ. I'm going to try to do it. But let's just take a look here. We got the Manhattan Project rolling out in 4 turns. We have an SS Cockpit finishing in 1, which is just wonderful. We got a Hydro Plant coming out in Nippur in 6 turns. Hydro Plant, Babylon, 4 turns. Stock Exchange gets Lock in 6 turns. And then we're trying to raise the production of these cities up to par with the rest of them. We are working on railroads to these 2 cities to raise their production. And our economy is looking swell considering all of this railroad track we have going on. Dublin is also going to have a courthouse in 4 turns. So once these courthouses hit, or when these 2 are allowed to have courthouses, 3 turns and 7 turns, we will actually get significantly more happiness. We are getting 30.82 from population in occupied cities right now, and that is a lot. It'll probably go down to about maybe 15 or 20 once they're not occupied anymore, so we will definitely be positive just from that. And then you take away the 9 from occupied cities, you lower that number to probably like 5 or 4. We'll definitely be at least positive 10, I'm thinking. So that's pretty good news, and we may want to bring a worker over here. Some of this area is completely, actually when these workers finish, we'll bring them over here. This area is completely unworked. I don't understand. I'm seeing grassland here that's very fertile, and none of it has farmland on it. I don't know what Raman Kayag was doing. He's kind of not the smartest person. And we're going to next turn it, I believe. Or we could invade... We could technically invade Ramen Keg this turn. Do all these units have full movement? They all have full movement. You know what? We have 6 unhappiness. So when does our army become less powerful? We only have... I think it's going to be useless to wait any longer. I wouldn't attack if our army had the disadvantage right now. So I'm thinking what we could do is we could take Nakon Kum. That's a kind of weird name. Nakon Chum, maybe? Nakom Kum? I don't really know. But we could take that city, and then after that hit Martaban. Martaban is somewhat fortified, but it's not going to stand up to paratroopers and our Blitzkrieg tactics, which have worked for so long. I believe I killed something with this modern... Yes, I can't move him, so I think what we'll do is next turn... Or wait, this cannon's going to fire on us. So I think it's probably advised to hit some of his artillery now. Especially because he's actually in... this tank is in the firing range of the cannon there, the city here, and the cannon in the city. So I think it's advised we take Nakom Chum now, or at least paratroop in. So let's do that. We actually need increased visibility before we can paratroop all the way. So here's a better option. We move him here, and we drop the other ones behind him. Gandhi's always cock blocking us. Gandhi does that a lot. I think we're gonna send one back here, and send another one right here. So now we completely surround Nakon Chum with units. Modern artillery, modern armor, we could probably move to the side. He's probably going to get in the way of some of the units that are trying to deploy. These guys can just go into alert mode, because they can't attack this turn, I don't think. It says they can attack, question mark? I don't think they can. I don't see a 1. Usually when you have an attack shop option, you see a 1 on them, like that. But I'm not seeing that, so possibly no risk. Okay then, these paratroopers we may want to send in right here to threaten their general. That's probably advised. We may want to do just a knock out their units, but not actually take Martaban until necessary. So let's actually paratroop them in. Oh, now we're surrounded. Wonderful. I think we'll be fine. We are the elite paratrooper unit. We just gotta get our general in there, and we should be fine. Okay, so then we want to actually move this mechanized infantry in, and we could kill this guy and take out the general. That would definitely hurt their army. Or we could take the artillery. Could we do both? No, we can't hit with that unit. We can hit with this unit, so that is actually the best option. So let's actually do this. We're also going to get the Great General bonus here. And again, modern infantry on Renaissance cannon, not the best for him. Minimal damage to me. Couldn't have been better. And these guys are going to go ahead and take out their general and basically make their any chance of retaliation futile. Hopefully we get them all. And we don't kill him. That was unexpected. They could actually take this mechanized infantry unit next turn with good luck from hits by Martaban, Siamese cannon, and then following up with the riflemen. But I don't think they'll do that, honestly. And now this guy may want to just bring him down to do some extra damage to Nakon Kum if we can't take it next turn, and drag down the general, of course. And that should be it for the turn. I love Blitzkrieg, it's just so dang effective. Let's see, we have bomber stationed there, we have 2 here. We have some mechanized infantry right here. We may want to bring him right there, just in case we get some retaliation from the north. Or from the west. Okay, we have 2 bombers here. They are resting up, and rightfully so. They will not do damage at that health. Not very effective damage. And this bomber is at... How much life does he have? It won't tell me. Okay, I'll just assume it is not all that good. And next turn, we have a lot of ground to cover here. We have to have all this stuff, I guess, improved upon by the workers. And yeah, there's a lot for them to do. A lot. We have 4 workers right now, so what I'm thinking is after they finish this, which I'll have to do another 1, 2, 3 railroads, what we can do is send maybe 1 or 2 of them out this direction, and then the other 2 stay here, because there's so much stuff that needs to get improved here. Or maybe just 1 over, because there's not all that much that's going to get immediately worked by Seaside Channel I, especially with only 6 people. And there's so much here, so much. And also, Sukhothai has 11 people, so it's quite a bit. Next turn.
Bring it on, video game. I can handle whatever you're gonna throw at me with your next turn. Huge stall, waiting times.
Okay, so they retreated with that worker. They hit this paratrooper. It's a very strange decision. I think they're trying to maximize damage on the paratrooper. I thought they would do it to this guy, but they're doing it to the paratrooper, which is very odd. Oh, yeah, then again, they have 2 cannons and 2 cities, and the paratrooper is not dead. So, that just tells you something. I myself wouldn't have done that strategy, because none of the units... Oh, and Gandhi's actually bombing Nakhon-Chun. Is Gandhi going to take the city? Yes, Gandhi's not going to take it. Wow, I just pickpocketed Gandhi's kill. That is highly fortunate. I would not have wanted Gandhi to take that city. Gandhi is going to be somewhat mad now, but that's okay. I don't think the AI is intelligent enough to understand when you steal their targets. We'll see, though. That is lucky, though. Now I don't have to really get hit by very much of anything. We can just drag this paratrooper in and take Nakhon-Chun for ourselves. Mine. And we are just going to annex it and go to 15 unhappiness, which is perfectly fine by me. And then drag this unit down, pull him out, and then kill the general. Oh, I might want to pull the unit out after I attack the general, because it just gave a small military, took away military bonus, I mean. And, yeah. That looks to be it for the turn. This guy can go into healing. This guy's cool where he is. The bomber guy is at full health. We could bomb the small bombing run on this unit over here. But we're very unhappy, and we're not doing very much damage. So we're gonna actually not go to war for just a little while until we get our happiness above -15, because that's not good. And that was highly fortunate. We can actually paratroop these units back into the mainland area where they're not going to be all that much of a threat. There's not very much of a threat over here. There may be a counterattack in the north from whatever army Raman Kayag has left, which is not very much. Raman Kayag is a defeated army at this point. Let's see here. Okay, modern. Is this guy? He's not healing yet. Okay. They finished a farm, it appears like. This has a camp on it. This crossing's not being worked. It's a hill as well. We just want to put a mine right there. Is it even being... Okay, it's within our reach, but I don't think it's going to get worked. And we got the SS cockpit done, actually, so we can move that into the capital now. That looks so cool. That looks really cool, and we can add it to the spaceship. So now we have a spaceship going on, and everyone in the world knows that I'm far superior to them. Wonderful. Cool. Let's see what we're gonna do now. We're gonna send him up here to work on a railroad here. The general is pretty chill there, but let's move him up on the modern tank infantry, whatchamacallit. Actually, that was a bad choice. Now he's within cannon fire. Then again, so is this unit. So, not all that bad, I suppose. This guy can build a courthouse, I suppose. And we can... I'd like to speed by a courthouse in something like Sukhothai, I guess, in 6 turns from now. And then Kampang Fiat, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. We might just want to wait, like we did with Dublin. And yes. Alternatively, though, we could do the opposite, which is use Sukhothai to do what we need to do. And are we working this yet? We're not working this aluminum yet. Were we actually going to... Yeah, let's bring the worker down to work on that aluminum. I think that's what we were originally... That was our original plan, I think. So this looks good. And, yes. We actually snagged that victory from Gandhi. So Gandhi is not in possession in that city. And Gandhi also has uranium here. We may want to begin the war, actually, on Gandhi's western areas. If we take Gandhi's western land, first of all, we get access to the uranium, which we know he'll be using. We don't have any uranium, so we have no ability to build nukes. And the sooner we hit Gandhi, the less nukes he has. Either way we cut it, though, when we hit Gandhi, he's going to nuke some of our cities. I hope it's not my capital. It's awfully close to Varanasi. So that may be the other first city you want to hit. The first one that is within firing range of Babylon. And Pataliputra is the other option. So we could completely surround those cities when on war declaration. And then once he moves the A-bombs into those cities, if he does, then we could try taking them. Alternatively, he could bomb his own city with a nuke and wipe out our forces. I don't know how that's going to play out. It's going to be very interesting. But for now, we next turn it. Okay, how about no? Let's see, he's building a grassland. Okay, you can keep doing that. Construct a farm. And next turn. Not building a grassland, building on a grassland. There you go. Okay then, let's see here. They're hitting the unit with rockets and Renaissance cannons, which do more damage than rockets. And that appears to be it. Gandhi fully rejuvenated his anti-tank unit. And there's a new research agreement going on between Russia and the Siamese. Why does he do that? He has 300 gold lying around, and he invests it in not a military unit to fight back, but a research agreement. I guess it's because he's so technologically behind. Okay, Paratrooper has the option to... We're going to give it rough terrain. Rough terrain is pretty awesome. And we're going to tell him to heal up. Okay, we actually got a worker here, which is pretty good. And we can go set him down on... Let's see, we actually have all of these tiles with improvements on them. This one too. We just don't have improvements here, here, here. There's a lot of places. So I think what we want to do is start out with this hill right here. Maybe these 2 hills, and put mines on them. Well, maybe. We'll see. And then we can actually bring this mechanized infantry out. Just get him away from the target range. Same with this paratrooper. We can actually paratroop him in to the other side of our army. Just to give him a little protection. And, bring him here just in case we get hit by... that, I guess, infantry unit. These bombers seem to be at full health now, so bombers are all ready to go. We're gonna get mining on this aluminum, and we will have tons of aluminum after that, which is the goal. Aluminum equals good, good equals awesome, and that's the plan.
I love how we're in the 1920s with modern tech. It just seems so out of place. Gandhi's in the right mindset, I guess. He already has nukes, though, so he's 20 years early, and they eliminated a unit. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Gandhi is denouncing me a little ahead of what I expected. So he doesn't like the fact that I stole his city. That's okay. Gandhi is not necessarily the type that... Well, if it boils down to it, we'll have to take Martaban if he does that. But I don't think it will come to that. Well, maybe it will. I mean, he's bombing these guys pretty hard. He's just got 3 artillery units just walking around in my land, bombing the Siamese. When do our borders, open borders, end? I mean, it's kind of getting annoying now, like him having all this free reign in my territory, walking around bombing people I want to bomb. What about me? What about my rights as a civilization to bomb people? Nah, I'm just kidding. So we got Bomber here. I'm not gonna help out Gandhi's cause in Martaban. We're gonna stall that as long as we can, and then if we have to, we'll kill Steel.